one gets started. He'll bring it out. It's low. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ducks offense will have the football first. Last time these two met, it was Washington clipping the wings of the Ducks by just enough.
They did just enough to get it done. Handled the moment well, handled the pressure well. When you think about the Ducks, they put a lot of pressure on you. And this game means a lot. We've seen Washington have some success in this rivalry, and last year, Jesse, they just eked it out.
Yeah, it's not like Washington is looking at Ohio State and Michigan and Penn State only. They still remember how important this game is and how tough this game is to win after all the years they've been playing Oregon in this storied rivalry. That was a tremendous win by them the last time out. They're going to have to be dialed in.
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Ducks want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Got the first down and more. Flying out to the left. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. He's piled up 65 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. They'll give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Rides the back on the option again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Moore will throw. Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense in a bunch formation. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They want to run this quarterback. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Williams looking for a man. Pulls it in. It's Green. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up. And
oh, he's got some space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Under fire. Safe completion on the screen. Open space at the 25. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Otten. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Swings it out to his running back. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle. It's Lawson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's McMillan. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Let's go. Back has it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs...
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Gentlemen, as you know, we have an entire state divided today, Utah and BYU. One of the game's most meaningful rivalries, and wait till you hear this. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, anyway, against just about any opponent. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Moore to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's low. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. He lost one down the sideline. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Cal handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. In the backfield, he'll lose 6 on the play. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be the defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Green. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Williams looking for a man. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Washington right back to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Third down coming up.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll run play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Wide open downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Williams will pass. Still looking, on the move. Complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Quickly complete. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Williams looking for a man. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. On the move, he fires. He's got him wide open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arkansas State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mendoza. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. Oh, there's an alley on the left. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oregon! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's run out of bounds, but gets the ball across the 50 to the 49. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next. It's a seam wide open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away through the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs coaches talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moore to the air. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he'll just get rid of that one. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Williams will pass. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Williams. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. From the red zone, looking for a space. Oh, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. And the comeback is on.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Getting set for the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.